Alright, so we're going to continue on from the previous video where we went ahead and lit a light on the using the relay, and this time I'm going to just simply update it to connect to this conveyor belt that I have, small conveyor belt. So not a big deal here, but a couple of small things we're going to do here. So let me go ahead and get this thing set up on the table. And we, in our previous video, I used a brand new relay, but I had a previous one that I've ran a little bit too much power through, and what happened was it fried one of the components inside of the relay. However, the second side of it still works. So if I were to run this right now, and let's see, there it goes, the code's on there, and I click the button, well, it actually did light this time. Oh, this is because I have the new one on there. If I was to do that with the relay that I ran too much power through, we can see it on the back here that it's got a nice little scorch mark on it. That would fail. It would light the button on. It would light the light on the relay, but it would not light it on our actual light LEDs. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and update this code, and so we're going to use the relay number 2, which is still good on that device, and simply click run there. Okay, and we can see if we push it on here, we light on our relay. However, that's nothing's connected up to it, and if we long press and let off, it turns off. So simply going to update this to use the old relay, just because I want to make use of this old piece of hardware, even though it's fried on one of the relays. There we go. Plug that in and light our light. I don't know if you can see up here or not, but there's our light. And long press and turn it back off. All right, excellent. Now, as I said, I'm going to do use this to power this conveyor belt. And so what I want to do here is take and update this connection. We've already updated the code. That's going to be the only piece of code we do on this particular video. And I'm simply going to update this connection here. So what this does is take that light off of there, set him aside, and going to grab our wires from our conveyor belt. Now, what's nice about these relays from M5 Stack is, you can run various levels of power through them. Now, you can also, as I stated, you can overpower them and you can fry the relay. Now, I was running too many amps through it, is what it amounted to, is I was running a heater through that relay, and then I plugged in 2 heaters and to run through the same relay, and that was when it overpowered it. And, heaters tend to draw a lot of power, so not a big surprise there that I would run too many amps through it and fry it. So you're probably good up to about 15 amps or so, but you don't want to go much more than that. Go ahead and update this other connection right here. Now this this conveyor that I purchased, I got this off of AliExpress, I think. Cost a little bit of money, but this is used for in vending machines, and but it's, for my purposes, what I'm ultimately going to do with this is I'm going to have it connecting on a test bed that's going to have a robotic arm on it, and the conveyor belt's going to introduce a product, and the robotic arm's going to allow a camera to identify what that is, and then move it to a location based upon what it determines that it is. All right. Now, the conveyor belt is normally 24 volts. However, you can run it at a lower voltage. And so in this case, I'm going to run it at, looks like 7.5 volts on this adjustable adapter. So I'll plug that back in and then plug it in over here on our second one. Interesting. Huh. Yes. I think I have. Oh, I see what's happened there. I actually have a wire, little piece of wire over here that was connecting in there. That's why it wasn't working. All right, hold on. Let's change that. Just a little single strand allowing power to go through on that rather than go through the relay. All right. Okay. Just goes to show this stuff can happen, and if you're not being careful, you'll not see it because these wires are small, and you know my eyesight's not as good as it used to be. So, all right, let's put that back in there and plug him back in. And you know, if you can control a light, you can control a motor. If you can control a motor, you can control a conveyor belt. So here we go. We're on and off, just like that. Now, the nice part about this, you know, it goes without saying, using a microcontroller, you know, we can do things based on timing as well. So that's probably what I'll do here. Is let's go ahead and add. Let's add a timer in here. So let's see. Close that up. So we're at a timer function, and we're going to tell it to wait 5 seconds, and then we're going to tell it to turn that off. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're on relay 2. We're going to turn it off after 5 seconds. There we go, and run. This is real simple with this UI flow. You don't have to remember any specific lines of code to type in. It just does it. All right, and it turned it off, just like that. So, okay, there we go. Actually surprised that it updated the label as well on that. I don't really specifically know why it did that. Something to look at, because I did not tell it that I wanted it to update the label, but it automatically did somehow, as we can see over here. So that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's a feature. Let's try that one more time. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. We simply moved on from an application of turning a light on to activating a conveyor belt, and we used the second part of our relay 2. So we used the second set of connectors there, and wired it in. There we go.